Welcome to Creative Emotions. I am your host, Vaquita Q. And if this is your first time joining and you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, make sure you come to Podcastic every Wednesday, 6 o'clock. What you can expect here is motivation, encouragement, information, empowerment, inspiration, transparency, and these good vibes. And ain't nothing you can do about that. Nothing you can do about the good vibes, okay? So if you are just joining, make sure you share this with your family and your friends. We're going to have a really, really good discussion today because that's what it's going to be, a discussion, okay? You know, I am not here to tell you anything. I am here to share with you, and you can share with me. This is a live call-in show. You can call at 1-810-560-0658. I was waiting for the bootleg number to come up there because I don't know. But you know, you can call in. Again, we are having a discussion. But before we get started, I do have a few things on the floor. Poetry and Conversations is coming up this Saturday. Doors open at 8 o'clock. The address is 21573 Grand River. It is $20 to get in. After 9, it is $25. It is a delicious space. And what the feature will be, One Single Rose. So excited to see her. And good vibes only. There will be food and drinks for purchase, so make sure you know that. There is food and drinks available. My book is still available. I Want My Own Husband, Mindset and Standards on Marriage. You can go to my website, www.thecreativeemotions.com, to get your copy. And look out for my next conference in August 1st. I am looking for vendors. And if you know, the first one was sold out. Amazing. My vendors came. They sold out as well. The support was amazing. So make sure you set your calendar for August 1st, okay? So you can be in the building. I want to give a big shout out to my guest, my special guest today, which is my little sister. Her name is Derica Wright. What's up? Look at her. She's so cute. She is just so cute. What's up, girl? What's going on? How you feeling?
Burned out.
And as you know, the show today is called Burn Out and Balance. So we're going to talk about burnout, what it looks like, and then how you can balance it. And so, you know, you got a sister, you got a life coach as a sister. So, you know,
is it free?
I'm always,
Is it free?
It's a little couple dollars.
Yeah, that's how it is.
It's always been free. What you mean? But I do want to start off with a video that I felt was so needed, you know, in this time, space, reality. Everybody is on the go, you know, and they put the on the go like it's success, and people are not succeeding. People are failing, sometimes miserably, because they are not balanced, and you're worried about what everybody else is doing and what they're thinking. So I want you to pay attention to this video. Oh, I want you to pay attention to this video. And again, this is a live call-in show. So after you see the video, give us a call.
In 1926, they discovered the perfect trap. 40 hours keeps you alive, but too tired to escape. Henry Ford ran the numbers. He tested different work schedules and found the sweet spot. 40 hours. Not because it's optimal for productivity, because it's optimal for control. Let's do the math. 40 hours work, 10 hours commuting, 56 hours sleeping, 14 hours for eating, showering, basic survival. That's 120 hours, leaving you 48 hours of free time. Except you're exhausted. So you spend Saturday recovering from the week, and Sunday dreading Monday. Your weekend isn't freedom, it's recovery time, so you can do it again. Monday morning, the alarm goes off, and you feel it, that existential dread. 5 days until freedom. 5 days of giving your life away. For what? A paycheck that disappears instantly. Rent, bills, food, loans. Nothing left. You want to start that business? Too tired. Learn that skill? Too tired. Build that project? Too tired. That's not an accident. That's the design. If you had energy left over, you'd leave. If you had money left over, you'd build something. If you had time left over, You'd organize. They can't let that happen. So they found the formula. Just enough money to survive, just enough time to not completely break, just enough energy to come back tomorrow, but never enough to escape. And then they tell you, work hard for 45 years, then you can retire. So you do it. You trade your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s for a paycheck. And at 65, you're free. Except your body's broken, your energy's gone. You spent your best years building someone else's dream, and your freedom came too late to use it. The 40-hour work week isn't about productivity, it's about compliance. Keep you tired, keep you poor, keep you busy. Too exhausted to think, too broke to leave, too busy to organize. That's not employment, that's control. And you'll do it for the next 45 years. Unless you break or escape. But you won't, because you can't afford to. That's the trap.
The Daily Stories Drama on IG. Make sure you guys go follow them for more videos like that. More, if I see anything, it has to feed, it has to nourish. Like, I like to laugh too, so I like laughing. So people call it or say it's a method to the madness, right? That's just madness to me. But I think we've been bamboozled to think the more that we do that it's a good thing. What did you think about that video?
I think that it was accurate.
Okay. When it comes to
Work is designed for you to fail, I feel like. I was just talking to somebody about that. Like, it's just a repeating cycle.
Mm-hmm.
It just,
like every time you get up, do you feel that dread
every day.
going to work?
Every day.
And so what about your hobby?
What hobby?
Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. Because you should have something other than
Work.
to do.
You should.
Okay. But no hobbies?
No.
Okay. So we need to be intentional and cautious, again, with the time that we have left. That video, when I say it hit me in a certain place, but I've always had something I was doing, like some type of something. Mm-hmm. I was selling dinners and doing hair and over here, over there, doing this, doing that. And so, I found myself really, really busy. I found myself real busy, but really not paid. Like, the money wasn't adding up. But I was very busy. You gotta go over here. You gotta show over here. You gotta do this over here. So a lot of people are, in this false dopamine to feel like, oh, I'm so busy. I got so many things to do. I got a movie over here. I got this over there. I got this over there. But no money is being generated. Is the only thing is everybody look at me, right? And so you got to think about yourself. When I see people that are sickly or they are, not taking care of themselves that much, but they always on the go, it's like, wait, you got to bring it back. You got to balance. You have to, put yourself first. Put yourself in that to-do list. That's a real thing. You got a to-do list to do everything else and go everywhere else and make sure you stop here and go here and go and shop here. But where are you on the to-do list? Do you have a to-do list?
A very long one.
Okay, so you don't feel accomplished when you like when you use your to-do list? If you just joined in, we're talking about burnout and balance. And right now, my sister is literally feeling burned out, okay? And when you come on this show, what you will get is transparency. People just being real. Again, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to encourage you and to inspire you to think different, even about yourself, because you're amazing. You got to know that.
Thank you.
Yeah. So how do you feel about that to-do list, though?
I feel like it's never for me. So maybe not accomplished.
That was one of my questions too. Like, about your to-do list. Are you on there?
No. I'm trying to, I recently added myself though.
Okay.
So I'm working on it.
Come on, recently?
Recently.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Like today.
Okay.
I was choosing myself. So I'm here.
Well, thank you for being here. Give her some. You can give her a clap for that. Give her a clap for that. Thank you for coming. Yes. Tell me about a time, again, you felt burnt out. What would you describe it as? What would you describe burnout as?
A husband.
And your camera is there.
A husband, 2 kids, working 6 days a week, trying to be an entrepreneur on the side, trying to work on myself, and find a balance in between all of that.
Okay. And so what are you doing actively to balance?
Praying that I can find it.
You know what? I'm not about to play with you.
You said be
You
honest.
said praying that you
that
can
I
find it. So actively.
Mm-hmm.
So the ESV, Matthews 11:28-30, come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. And so I want to speak to those people who say, you know, I'm waiting for God. I'm waiting for God to show me. Well, God has given you all the tools, okay? He's giving you everything that you need. If you say you are a believer, you have everything you need. And what part of that time, not only do you take for yourself, but do you take to reverence God, to thank God, to honor God, to go before the throne of grace, just to be grateful for what you have. A lot of times it's easier to complain, right? It's easy to be like, you know what? This is some bull crap. And what I've noticed every day, I wake up, I'm like, wow. It starts feeling like groundhog. Like, oh, it's Monday. Oh, it's Tuesday. Now I'm counting the days down and watching the days fall off the calendar. But in between there, I said, in between there, what I do after work, I feel like that's it. That's my life. Like what you do after work matters. And so I notice a lot of people go home and they go to sleep. And so now all you think about is, dang, that's all I did was went to work. That's because at some point you go ahead and take a nap. Go ahead and do a little 10 minutes, 15-minute meditation and get up and you'll have time for everybody else. But we're trying to give people the leftovers after we leave work. Work is not it. And if you watch that video, if you didn't see the video that I played in the beginning, go back and check out that video. It is, I think is pertinent, you know, for where we are right now, the climate that we're in. You know, I think I posted a video and everybody was kind of just walking by each other and everybody had something going on, right? You seen this person just lost a baby. This person just bought a house. This person just lost a house. This person just lost everything. This person getting a divorce. So you got all these different people, got all these different things going on. But at some point, we have to balance it. And so where is your family in your balance? Do you put them in the balance that you need?
No. Put them in the balance that I need.
Yeah, like I need you to do this. I need you to do delegating so that everything is not, you know.
Recently, I have
heavy
within the last few months, and it's been helping a little bit.
Okay,
but it's like something in me that's like, I still gotta do it. It's not right.
We rebuke you, devil, in the name of Jesus.
Yeah, I'm trying. Like, oh, that dust can sit, or that spider web can sit, or it's gonna be okay. They ain't clean it all the way, but I'm trying. I'm working on it.
Good.
When you used to doing something for so long,
yeah,
it take time to realize, like, okay,
that's good. That's a real good place. Being burnt out, sometimes it can be fatigue, always tired, frequent immune system dysfunctions. So you wondering like, why is my nose always running? Or why is, these different things happening? Headaches, stomach pain, sleep problems, back hurting. Yeah, your body hurting, all this kind of stuff. Appetite fluctuations. So you hungry, you not hungry, you eating too much, you not eating enough. Mental irritability and fog. A lot of times people be like, what was I about to say? What was I about to do? Mm-hmm. Wait a minute, I just came over here and we are not old, guys. Listen, this is happening to a lot of us. And it doesn't have anything to do with age. It has a lot to do with what we're doing with our time. A lot of people are just chronic scrolling, right? That fogs your mind because we're not using our mind. We're not using our minds anymore. Like, that's a real thing. A lack of motivation. These are things that that will be connected to burnout. Like, just being like, you know what, I'm done. I don't have any more. I can't do it. But you will have what you say. And so that goes back to knowing that you have power with your words. When I thought about just, my sister reached out and said, hey, let's go hang out. Let's go get some food. And that's always a good place to chop it up. It's always a good place. But I was like, how about you come on the podcast? How about you come and have a conversation? Because that's really what it is. And I pray that this helps somebody that may be in a situation where they just like, look, I'm tired. But it also has something to do with your mindset. And so constantly change your mindset. Every day you wake up, it's a new day. Every day shouldn't look the same. Every day should not look the same. I don't care, like, if you go to a different part of your house, okay? Every day should not look the same, because we will never get a day like the day that we're in. And that's what I want people to really, really understand. It sounds like, telling her to hype up a little bit. Yeah, smile. She just like, yeah, no. That's really how she is. Don't you say that again.
I am.
Lord have mercy. Breathe. Come on, Holy Spirit. Come on in the room. Breathe the air in there. Loosen up.
I'm trying to keep this
Loosen your hands.
I'm in pain.
So being burnt out can cause stress on marriages and friendships. No is powerful. So how powerful is your no?
It's getting there.
How powerful is your no when you really, I don't care who it is, how powerful is it? Like no. And you don't feel bad about it?
No, I'm not there yet.
Okay. So when you do say no, you like dang, maybe not.
Okay.
Wow. And so you do have people that say no and it eat them up, and then they don't even have peace. You got to have peace in your no. You got to be like, no. And know that it's because you just got off work. You got to go and take time for yourself. Like, I need to meditate, right? My kids call me. I'm like, I'm about to meditate. Or they call me like, are you about to meditate? They know when I get off work, I need to calm it down. I need to close my eyes, because life is so busy. It's so much going on. And if you are not careful in your spirit, you will take on other people's energy without even knowing it.
Does that help?
Absolutely. I wake up and feel refreshed. I wake up, I can do 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And I'm like,
meditating?
Yes. Yes, honey. I will show you how to do it.
Show me.
You close your eyes and you quiet down. Yeah, go ahead, brother. Yeah, that's a good place. I will show you. And if you know about meditating, you shut the world out, but you gotta allow your mind to go. Your mind is gonna go. You're gonna be thinking about everything like, oh man, earlier this happened, that happened. But you gotta allow it until it's silent. You gotta allow the anxiety, the rush, the day, what you gotta do, what's about to happen, all this kind of stuff. Yesterday, today, you gotta let all that move, because it's gonna go. Don't move, don't get up until it stops. And it does stop at some point. And when you do, you at a peaceful place. And I get up like, oh, okay. Now I can prep my food, do my thing. I might even read a book. Like, you just got to take more control of your time. Like, it's nothing that you can't do. Let's start there. Not a thing. Do you feel like you have to be there for everybody else?
I do.
I'm going to need you to say a little bit more than yes and no and I do. I need you, because we talk, we kick it, and you can talk.
When I'm not in front of a camera, I could try. Okay, what's the question?
Thank you. Do you feel like you have to be there for everybody else?
I do. I feel like if I don't, the house will fall apart.
Okay. So that's a lot of pressure, basically. Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you have issues with how other people see you?
I did, but that's something I'm working on. Not caring. Yeah. It's a process, but yeah.
You know how long that process is?
How long?
However long you say. And so that take out your excuses. When people say, I'm gonna do this, but it's a process. You're in control of the process. You can make up your mind today and say, I would never say never from this day forward. You can. Can't nobody else do it. I can't put it. I can't implant it in your head. I can't stuff you. I can't step in. Let me get in there and then nobody can do that, right? Nobody can do that. Only you can make that decision to say whatever it is you want, right? Somebody say it's a process. It's gonna take time. How much time? Because it's however much time you say. This your life. Mm-hmm. This your journey. So how much time is it gonna take? It's up to you. So how much time? I want you to think about that. You ain't gotta answer me. But how much time? What's the process? How long will the process be? How long are you gonna drag the process out? Because this day, it can change. You already said you feel like you're the only person that can take care of things. And as mothers, we do. Okay? My children are in my home. And I come home and I'm like, who wiped this counter down? Why is the cabinet looking like this? Who cleaned the stove? Because I taught you guys how to do it, right? I go in the bathroom. Why is this on the tub? Like, it's a certain way that we do things, but they won't know unless
you show them.
They show them.
Unless you get tired of showing them.
And you get tired. That's why I said it never stops with the kids, but they're gonna get it at some point. Hopefully, prayerfully, they're gonna get it.
These kids different.
They gonna get it.
I don't think so. They
are getting it. Let me stop. They are getting it. Cause I came in there the other day, and I am never at a loss of words. Okay. And I didn't say anything. I gulped a couple times. I looked around. I took a couple deep breaths, and all I heard was vacuums and sweeping and all kind of stuff. Sometimes you don't have to say anything. It's just like, let me before my mama say something. So again, delegating, it's a real thing. So I do the same thing at work. Just like
that's overwhelming too.
Okay. What?
Delegating. Like, you just be like, I could just do it myself. I think that's
why is it overwhelming though?
Because you're tired.
Because of the pushback.
Just because you're tired of talking.
Because you get pushback sometimes, right?
No, I just get tired of talking.
But that's how they learn.
But then when they don't, and you steady saying it, and you saying it, and you saying it,
they gonna
watch
get
out.
it.
Let me do it. I got it. And then it just be easier to just have it.
So I think, that's something you got to jump over that. You got to leap over that like yesterday. Because
surprising.
If something happens, God forbid, to any of us, life will go on and people would know exactly what you planted in them. But you're going to have to let things be in order for you to see what the heck is going on. I'm like this. All right. They're like, wait, Mom, wait. I'm like this. Now, when they was younger, like, I was going through my divorce and their dad was like, I'm getting them. They coming with me. And I'm like, no, they ain't. You don't know how to take care of them or whatever. Then, man, when I let them kids go, man, I was like, what? I'm living my best life, okay? Whatever, peace out. But we want to hold on and be in control. I think that's what it is. It's actually the control part. And so once you release that control and know, like, man, you got to take care of you. Because if something happened, life will continue. Life will continue to move on. Shout out to those watching on YouTube, those watching on podcasting. Again, this is a live call-in show. If you are just joining, we're talking about burnout and the balance, okay? Because we need it. You may be experiencing burnout. You may have experienced burnout. You may be in burnout right now. But there is a balance that you have to, you have to take control of your life. My sister was saying there's a process, and that's cute, right? That's cute. But the process is what you make it. The process is how long you say the process will be. You could say, next week I'm not eating no more Twinkies. I don't eat Twinkies, but no more Twinkies. You can say that, and then that's it. You don't buy them no more. You don't eat them no more. If somebody offers them to you, say no.
You can say that.
So what?
But if you love a Twinkie.
How many times you done love something that's been bad for you?
That's like saying, okay, I'm done with cigarettes, and somebody dangles a cigarette. Like, here, just hit it. You ain't going to be like, no.
Why would you?
Smoking it for 30 years.
Why wouldn't you? And your lungs is black and you sick.
It ain't that easy. It's
right.
like coffee.
So we don't know that, but you're fighting for your limitations.
Okay.
That's what's happening right now. You're fighting for a limitation to say, no, I won't to fight for my limitation. Because what if this and what if that? Okay. Welcome to Creative Emotions. Who am I speaking with?
Mika.
Hi, Meek. How you doing?
Not good. My heart hurt.
Oh, your heart hurt. That means you need to rest, Meek.
But it's not working. I went to the hospital and they went through everything was okay, but it's still aching. I had headaches.
Yeah, it sound like you need a little bit of rest, Meek. But you know you on a live call-in show. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see the huh?
She sound burnt out.
she yeah, people going through something, a little stress.
Everybody.
It's a lot of stress. So I'm giving you tools, right? So that you can
boundaries. It's just so much stress on me.
Yeah.
And I try to be strong, and it hurts my heart.
You are being strong. You definitely being strong. But I'm gonna call you after the show so we can kick it, okay?
Yeah.
I love you.
Love you too.
All right. Bye. Baby, that's a real thing. So a lot of people going through things. That's the reality of it. So this is not to say nobody's going through anything. This is to tell you you are in control of your life. You are not a victim. That's for you too, and your camera too. You are in control of this. So what are you going to do about it? Are you going to say no because, stuff happened and everything's happening at once? Or are you going to take that one good thing and be like, you know what? The sun was shining. The sun been shining. Even though it's been cold outside, man, the sun been shining.
So cold.
We've been getting vitamin D constantly. I open up my windows, man. You wouldn't think that in the wintertime, but she outside, right? She's a mail carrier. So you gotta thank you so much for your service. Thank you. I appreciate you. I mean, that's a hard job. I did it for years. Thank you so much. People appreciate you. Mm-hmm. You're very much appreciated. But you gotta stop fighting for them limitations. Stop fighting to have a reason or excuse, and just do the best you can with what you have. That's really kind of like where we at. Do other people notice your burnout?
My best friend.
Okay. And so do you guys like exchange problems?
Nope.
Or like do you get like some good things, or is just like violin playing?
No, I try not to even do that anymore.
Okay.
In this new year, just because everybody going through their own thing.
Yeah.
Nobody want to keep hearing the same thing, and then you still in it. So it's just like a waste of breath and a waste of time. So we say what we need to say.
Okay.
We give our space. We circle back, check in, and we keep it moving.
That's cool. This is a live call-in show. I see you, Nicole. 1-810-560-0658. You can give a call. Again, we're talking about burnout. If you're in burnout, or if you experience burnout, or if you have balance at this time in your life. Again, everybody's in different spaces in their life. That doesn't take away from the fact that we are in control of, how we live and what we do. And so that's just a reminder and encouragement to do that. We need to have people around us, again, that know and can pull you off the edge of burnout. And so that's a question for those watching. Who do you have around you? At some point I had people around that we just exchanged stories of negative foolishness and nobody was getting anywhere. Like, my lights got cut off and you like, dang. And we matching stories, and man, I got a flat tire today. And we just going back and forth. This was a long, long time ago, honey, because I was very young, didn't understand the power that I have, didn't understand what we have as human beings and the energy that we exchange. I didn't understand it. And so at that point, we was just talking, just negative Nancy's, going back and forth. And so we definitely have to know the difference. My kids used to notice my negative, my low energy, I would say. They would notice it and be like, what's wrong with you? Or if I'm snapping, I'm going off on everybody, they like, did you have a bad day at work? Like, no, I'm just sick of everything up in here. But, I had to have my moment and pull back, and a lot of prayer. And some things don't break but by fasting and prayer. And so I want to encourage you, if you don't know about fasting, that is abstaining from something, that's it's not really no good. It's not any good for you. So I know a lot of people like are going into Lent, but it'll help you if your posture is, you will feel it like crack, 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 crack. Once you
just feel it hurt.
Once you get up, you know what I'm saying? Like, keep them shoulders broad. But your family sees you. I believe that they see you. I think you just need to relinquish control. That can be a real thing. A lot of us deal with control issues. Being able to take our hand off and let some things fail if need be, and just come back. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to those watching. I see you, Mr. Thomas Taylor. I hope that young lady knows she isn't alone and that how she feels is real. It's okay, and we hear her. Yes, this is my sister, Mr. Taylor. That's my sister. Yes, this is a live call-in show. Shout out to those watching on Podcastic and YouTube. Yes, we all have its power in what you say. Absolutely. Shout out to Denise. Yes, we have power with our words, and so we definitely have to be careful with what we're saying and how we're saying it. But I used to be running around, again, like a chicken with my head cut off, not really doing anything. I was doing a lot, but not doing anything productive. And you got to have people around you that won't sow any negative seeds about what your dream is, what your hopes are. You're like, oh, you wanted to be a teacher, so you can't be around nobody like a teacher.
Yeah, they don't make no money.
That's whack. No, you have a desire to help other people. So, you can't let anybody come and take that from you. I would not take it back though. Like my daughter was doing track and I was going to practices. We was going out of town. We was just meets every weekend and just traveling everywhere to do all of this. And then COVID come. And she dropped out of everything. And she was an All-American. And so for me, it's like, I can't go get that time back. But, that's an experience for her to say she had support, right? She gained skills by working with groups. So it was a few things that, that happened with that. I wouldn't take it back. But burnout happens way too often than we like to realize and recognize. And so I do want to recognize those of you who are feeling burned out, if you're feeling heavy, if you're feeling like, tomorrow can't come fast enough, just slow down. Don't rush tomorrow. Just figure out or see the good things you can find in today, or just go get a coloring book, right? I write in my journal every morning, and now I got my husband doing it. He up there like, I can give me a journal. So once you do certain things, other people will see you, just doing life, just doing your own thing. And you can encourage somebody in that, but while you're doing it on your own. And so just do things to help yourself. And so do you have other people around you that can pour life into you?
You?
Oh, yes, all the time. And so what about you? Or do you have times where you want to pour into other people? Do you feel led to?
I pour into people all the time, and I think that's the problem. I can encourage somebody else,
but you can't take
it.
In the
face. But then when they come to me, I'm just like, oh.
Welcome to Creative Emotions. Who am I speaking with?
How are you? This is Nicole. Hey, Vaquita.
Hi, Nicole. Hi, beautiful.
All right. How are you?
I'm awesome and amazing. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yes. Hey, sister. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I wanted to call in because I was listening to the conversation.
Yes.
And something your sister said I did resonate with, and it was just, wanting to do things myself when it comes to like delegating things. And I know sometimes it can seem less stressful to do that because I'm like, I could get it done so much faster if I just do it on my own. But it's like I started to just let go of that control with my kids, like letting them know, okay, I'm going to allow you to do this. It might not be done right the first time, but you're going to keep doing this until you get it right.
Right.
And doing it like that is like, I'm going to release this. I'm going to release having to have it done a certain way, having to see it a certain way until you get it right. And that takes time and patience. And I found my relationship with God is the same way. A lot of things I want done, I have to let go of that control. And once I do that, things get easier.
Yes.
So it's just when I saw the video you played, it hit me. It hit me, especially being in the trades, you know.
Yes.
And a lot of times it's about the hours that we work and overtime, all these incentives to keep working. But God is the center of my life, so I relate everything to Him.
Amen.
The first thing that came to my mind was, "Let my people go, Pharaoh. Let my people go.
I know
so they can
that's
worship
right.
me." You know, because God is wanting us to really worship Him. That everything with breath, everything that has life, worship Him. And so
Yes.
if we're burned out, we can't do, like, we're not putting as much time in it as we should.
Can't.
So I think the first step in coming out of burnout, even when times are hard, is cultivating that relationship with our Lord, because there's a way that things were meant to be, and it's not with us stressing and working to the bone.
Come on now.
But we got to find that path with Him first and have faith and believe that things weren't meant to be that way. And I just know from personal experience that certain doors open up, and doors might not always be opportunities. It could start with just those fruits, the peace, the joy, the happiness, because all of that comes from Him. We're not gonna find it in the world, in a job, no matter how much money you make, none of that.
That's the truth. What? Oh, thank you. Gonna have to have you on next week, okay? I'll be calling you soon.
Okay, thank you, ladies.
But that's what's up.
I love you guys.
I love you to life.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Come on now. Yeah, you could have gave her some with that. I see you, Kennedy, talking junk. I back up everything I say, buddy. Talking about take my hands off. You married me. I'm on your head, boy. Okay? So Sammy, what is Samantha? I just posted about Lent today. For years, I have given up things for Lent, but this year, I am incorporating things I need to do. That's what's up. Oh, Lord Jesus. Welcome to Creative Emotions. What's up, Mr. Kennedy?
My wife burns me out. My wife steals my guests. She steals my ideas. She doesn't have an original bone in her body, okay?
Ooh.
And it burns me out. I'm tired of coming up with ideas and cultivating guests and speakers, and then she steals them.
Okay, you talking about Nicole. Go somewhere with your game.
Nicole Gallier is a member of This Is What We Do. She's a tradesman, a master electrician. She belongs on the good side, on the light side.
You know what? What do you have to say about this topic, sir? We're talking about burnout and balance.
My wife burns me out, and she talked about her husband was like, "Ooh, I got to get me a journal." No, I didn't.
She lied.
Yes, you did.
I do have a journal, but I've been running from it. But to be all honest, yes, I do admire you being committed every morning, getting up, writing your journal, and it has motivated me. I just haven't done it yet. It's a process.
That process change when you do. Okay.
It's a process, and you're pretty tough on your guests, man. Dang, give her a break.
Oh no. This is my sister. Okay, and
I know your sister. You're being pretty tough on her.
No, I'm not. Do you see this face? Do you see this hard stone face that I'm sitting next to?
I'm on the phone. I can't see.
Yeah, well, you need to look. She's a tough cookie. Okay.
Oh, yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Better know it.
Yeah, for real. That's a fact. But you're still being tough on her. Be kind of your little sister.
I love my sister. Thank you so much for calling, sir.
I'm not finished, and continue to open her up for the yes or no questions. I want to see her back, and don't be trying to get Nicole. Nicole is coming back March in the second week in March on International Women's Day.
Okay.
International Women's Day.
All right. Thank you so much, sir.
We're not fighting over you, Nicole. You belong to This Is What We Do.
Okay. Goodbye. Shout out to Denise Young. Thank you so much for your comment. You play too much. Play way too much. With these next couple of minutes, you always talk about the simple things like going for a walk with your family and sitting on your porch.
I went on a walk yesterday, and I needed that. Like, it was just like.
So do you think outside have something to do? Because we are, spiritual beings. Yeah.
I need some fresh air, just going to work, coming in the house, going to work. And like you said, I've been getting in the bed for the last month.
And what are some things you feel when you outside?
Peace.
Okay.
Control. That's when I feel like I got some control, because it's just my time.
Okay. I see that you set up a little straighter when I talked about outside in the porch. She got her porch remodeled
just to sit on.
Just to sit on the porch. Okay, so we got those lovely things that we can count on. Nature is one of them. Nature is I think it's needed. I think that's something that we are lacking, right? Because everybody's playing the PlayStation. They are watching or playing the Xbox. They are watching episodes, right? Taken away from their time, taken away from their energy, taken away from their mind. And I talked about that before. Like, a lot of these shows are not meant to binge. And if I do it, I feel it. Like, the next day I be thinking about it. I be emotional, depending on which one it is. Like, dang, what happened to him? I wonder what, like, it's just like, that's why it's supposed to come like every other week or something like that, just to kind of catch up with it. But burnout come in stages with these last couple of minutes. First, you have optimism, right? And you drive. Sometimes people try to prove themselves. You try to prove yourself to other people. So you just like, oh, I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that. That's why I tell people when the first of the year comes, just relax, be intentional, make those goals, and just do one thing at a time, man. This your world, this your life. And so stagnation comes with this one of the stages of burnout. Reduce your productivity, and it creates anxiety. And so you sitting there like, oh, if you say you're gonna do all these things and you don't, okay, and then you worried about everything else. Neglecting your personal needs and frustration. A lot of people, I'm not talking about the outside of you. I'm talking about the inside of you, your character, your mind, the things you say, the words you speak. Those things need to be, dealt with. And that's a stage of burnout. Exhaustion. You just walking around, you exhausted. Everything you do, you just tired all the time. You talk to somebody in the morning, they tired. You talk to them in the afternoon, they tired. You talk to them at night, they tired. It's like, when do you feel rested? If any, like, we have to have some time where we're resting. It's okay to rest. And so the next stage is needing support and struggling. Like, we really can struggle with this thing. So Colossians 3 and 23, the ESV, whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord and not for men. So whatever you do, no matter what, in word or deed, do it to the glory of God. And if you say you believe in God, make sure you're doing things to honor God, to please God, and your life, will be better for it. Just put God first. Keep God ultimate. That is a real thing. When it comes to balance, sometimes you got to know when to pull back. Sometimes you got to be like, all right, I'm done. I'm done with this conversation. I'm done with this interaction. I'm done with this job. Let me move on. I'm done with this relationship. Let me move on. Whatever it is, you have to know when you are literally done. After burnout, there are a few housekeeping goals that I want to encourage you to put in place. And that's prioritizing radical self-care, okay? Not just outside of dormants. I ain't talking about going to get a massage and, radical self-care. Like, really look at yourself and what needs to be worked on. What needs to rise up. Rebuild social connections slowly. Some people, it's good to be around, right? You don't have to cut everybody off. You see what is good for you and what's not good for you, because some people that you cut off could actually be the ones to help you. So just pray about that. Reevaluating your priorities. And I'm talking about after burnout and you getting yourself back, you coming back to yourself. These are just some things to look into. Seek professional support. Therapists, there's nothing wrong with that. Counselors, life coaches, there is nothing wrong with that. Take time off to nurture your hobbies and identify the triggers. And I'm going to leave you with this scripture, Mark 6:31, the ESV version. And he said unto them, come away by yourselves to a desolate place and rest a while. For many were coming and going, and they had no leisure even to eat. And so that shows, even in that time, people were busy doing and not just being human. So just be careful with your time. Be careful with your words. Be careful with the energy that you put out. I thank you so much, my lovely sister, for coming on with me. We had a slow start, but it is what it is. We ain't worried about nothing that we can't change. So you make sure you meet me here next week. I think we'll have the Apostle Gordon. He's in North Carolina, and I'll be in New Orleans. And so it will be remote, but we have a word for you. So come on back. I love you, and there is nothing you can do about that.